is they're allowed to troll because trolling intended.
I know, that's what makes it great, dude.
But yeah.
Alright, ready? Alright, I'm gonna start it now.
Keep an eye on the time, okay?
All right.
I'm restarting it. Okay, here's the countdown. 4, 3, 2.
1.5.
What's going
God
on,
damn
guys?
it,
My
Sinner,
name.
no, hold on, stop. The point of the countdown is so that it's quiet, so that when we edit it fucking out, there's no fucking like retarded fucking
Okay,
sound.
shut up. I'm doing it anyway. All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Active Money. Welcome to the first episode of Trolling Intended podcast. Fuck.
All right, Slim, you're doing the intro.
I almost spilled everywhere, dude. Okay.
All right. I got this.
Dude, if you make me
He's got
spit juice everywhere.
I almost spilled water all over my fucking laptop. All right, I'm gonna do the countdown. 3, 2.
What's going on, guys? My name is Active Bunny Fufu, and I welcome you guys to the first episode of the Trolling Intended podcast. And I'm joined here with 3 friends. And do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Slim.
What's up, guys? I'm Sinner.
Hello there, my name is Edge.
And we are going to be talking about gaming stuff and real stuff, and we're just gonna, hang out, talk about some stuff, some subjects we don't talk about. And today, our first thing we want to say is we want to fuck.
Hey, Bunny.
Okay.
Stuff
Okay. Yeah, right? I'm like, I was gonna be like, that's a lot of stuff.
about stuff.
Anyways,
Stuff on the stuff.
All right, let's try that
anyways,
again. Try it
I
again.
want to say hello to Slim because he wasn't here in our Tricom when we did with Sinner and Edge. We want to invite him here, say hi, and tell them what. Fucking A, I cannot talk.
Introduce yourself, Slim. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I already said hello. My name is Slim.
Yeah, but
I
that was us,
make
okay?
I make YouTube. I make YouTube videos on YouTube, obviously. I make Call of Duty videos, Gears videos. Just too many video games. It's just too fucking much. I'm also a part of fucking Control, the amazing Gears of War team YouTube team on YouTube again, and this is the worst possible first impression I could ever make on people, but that's me, I guess, in a nutshell.
Thanks for sharing, dude.
All right, guys. So the first subject we have today for our first episode was E3. We're going to talk about some of the conferences, some of the new releases that we're looking forward to, and just have a general discussion about them. So
And
who
we're
wants to
also
start
talking
off?
about the really bad shit.
Also, yes. So who wants to start off?
Let me start because I have bad things to say about bad games.
Okay, we can
Alright.
start off with the negative first.
I'll start with my negative and then I'll go to my good things about E3. So obviously the worst thing possible that ever happened was that fucking Nintendo's fucking press conference was just horrendous. I don't know what else to say about that, but
They really didn't bring anything new to the table besides the Wii U stuff. They were focusing mainly on that, which kind of killed it because they brought no titles.
But did you,
Regardless-
but did you really
console.
expect anything from the Wii, though? I mean, seriously.
well, their last 2 conferences were actually pretty decent. Like last year's was awesome, was between Zelda and a Super Mario game that we were actually excited for because there was no, we hadn't seen anything like it in a very long time. This year we saw the same Mario game with a couple different tweaks, and it wasn't oh
Yeah.
yay, I can be a fucking flying squirrel now. That's great. No, I wanted to see
the only
something
real
different.
thing that they brought to the Wii U was Pikmin 3. That's it. It's the only new thing they brought, really, besides
no.
the whole Wii universe and stuff like that.
Well, there was Zombie U, which was actually
Also, I
looked
forgot about
pretty
Zombie
good.
U. Well, see,
that was
that's
pretty good.
Ubisoft killed E3 because Ubisoft brought Zombie U, correct?
All right,
Am I
well,
right?
yeah, but we can talk about that in a second, though. Right now, we're focusing on Wii and Nintendo and just how bad the showing was. I was asleep for half the conference, which I didn't think was gonna happen because last year was just so great. And I don't know, Nintendo Land, what the fuck is that? It's like, hey, you can come to this little world where you can be your little avatar character and choose what game you want to select. It was the main menu was fireworks. That's what it was.
Yeah, it pretty much was. And
It
it
was-
can join chat room with other people.
It was terrible. Again, Microsoft had another dick measuring contest to show how much money they had. So they paid Usher to come on stage and bore the fuck out of us.
Yeah,
I
that
muted
was
I
terrible.
muted my stream. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I did too.
Again, they keep doing partnerships with a bunch of different things, which is cool. Like, that's great. Like, you're expanding things so that people that have different interests can use their Xboxes in different ways. But I don't give a shit about Nike Plus. Like, show me video games.
But you'd be surprised
know.
though how many people actually do care about the fitness stuff. I mean, that's actually a pretty
at
big
all.
market. I mean, you'd be
No,
surprised.
there's a lot
That's
of people.
cool. That's great and all. But don't make it in, like, the main conference. Do it on some other side thing where you can be like, hey, if you guys want to stick around for some fucking fitness shit and you're a fitness nut, stay tuned. Like, don't put it in the main conference because it's a gaming
and half
conference.
the people,
It's for
pretty much
gamers,
almost
not for
everyone
people
there.
that work out. Like,
But this thing, you've
pretty
got
much
the
everyone
backing
that's
of
there at E3 are hardcore anyway, and they're not going to be interested in that kind of
Exactly.
stuff.
they're hardcore,
Exactly.
but
The
you've got big name Microsoft who's trying to force Connect down your throat for the last couple of years, and then you've got Nike who's like the world's shoe superpower shoving their money down Microsoft's throat, going, hey, we're going to give you all kinds of money to showcase our stuff. I mean, they're not going to turn it down. That's just
Well,
a
yeah.
stupid business move.
obviously not, but obviously it's not. But it's a gaming conference. It shouldn't be about fucking fitness or some dumb shit.
Yeah, it's about kids getting
Bullshit.
fat and
Marketing.
lazy indoors. It's not about.
Yeah, exactly.
healthy.
It's about
Exactly.
me.
We want our
It's
children
about-
to be fat
It's
and
about
sweaty.
carpal tunnel. It's about carpal tunnel in our hands, in our wrists.
All right, what you got next? Luke?
And then Wonder Book. Oh my god, Wonder Book.
Can we even talk about Wonder Book? Because
They-
everyone knows it's bad.
They announced as soon as they said Wonder Book, I left my house and I went to get food and I came back and it was done.
Because what Wonder Book just looks horrible, and apparently only
Yeah.
Asians can beat it.
and
That's what I
then,
saw for the podcast. I mean the stream.
I'm just gonna run down some the things that I did like. I'm not really gonna talk about them because I know you guys are gonna want to talk about them. Ubisoft 1E3, Last of Us Beyond Two Souls, Watch Dogs, Zombie U, South Park, Dead Space 3, Tomb Raider, Devil May Cry, and that's it.
All right. Well, Ubisoft did win E3 because they brought something to every system for everyone. They
They actually had a good title for the Wii U. Actually, they had two good titles for the Wii U because
Yeah.
Rayman is also on that.
Yeah, Rayman, Zombie U for the Wii U. Then you have what was it? It was Watch Dogs looks absolutely incredible. Assassin's Creed 3 looks fantastic. They just brought it to the table and they won it, and it was a lot better than Mr. Caffeine last year because that was just
Oh yeah,
irritating.
definitely. But let me not take away from the fact that every single person that was presenting for Ubisoft was terrible. Like, the conference itself was good, like the games being shown were amazing, but nobody that ever went up on that stage actually had my interest in what they were saying.
The
specifically.
biggest problem I saw was that they scripted Tobuscus,
A lot.
and that's not something you can do to Tobuscus because he can't. It wasn't even funny anymore.
Well,
Because
think
even
about-
though
think-
he's funny.
Think about paying that much money to present something and
Yeah.
having him just go off on random tangents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
that's
suck,
true.
but still, he wasn't very good on script.
He
It wasn't as funny. And Aisha Tyler wasn't very good. She's fantastic in Archer, and she's a funny person, but her jokes and the things she was saying was just irritating and annoying.
Well, when has Ubisoft announcers never been irritating and annoying?
Exactly. They're just proving that they can't pick good announcers or do it right.
Yeah,
But their
Stick to making
games
video
are
games.
fantastic.
I guess
Stick to
cover
making
it.
video games.
I guess I'm better at just
Go
tuning
ahead.
that shit out because I don't even really care about who's presenting or what they're saying. I just want to see footage. Like, just show me all
Yeah.
kinds of footage. Show
Well-
me new cool things with the game or whatever. Like, I could give a shit less if it's Snoopy
I
up there.
I
introducing
try to
it.
listen. I try to listen because maybe they're saying something that actually makes sense and has something to do with the game that we didn't know. So I try to pay attention, and then when I realize that they're fucking idiots, I start falling asleep and losing interest.
I just muted in between with gameplays and stuff. That's pretty much what I stuck to.
Yeah, you know what I did?
What did you do, Sinner?
I
I mean, Edge.
I didn't watch any of it.
That's why. That's why
Why are
he's
you
saying
here
that.
right now? Why are you here?
I'm here because I'm
What are you
awesome,
looking
and
for this year? What are-
the
what
only,
are
the only
release-
thing
what
from
are you looking
E3
for?
that I had any sort of interest in, to be honest with you, was Halo 4. That
And that
was
looks
the
fantastic.
Yeah, that looks fucking epic.
Halo,
And I watched
Halo 4
What?
looks cool,
They're
but there's also the Halo 4 Spartan Ops thing. I think that looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
multiplayer,
yeah.
Yeah.
co-op.
Yeah.
That looks incredible.
That's fucking epic, dude.
They're really doing a good job with adding new things to this series because Halo Reach was a bit of a disappointment, but you can't really treat Halo Reach as a real Halo game. But
Right.
being able to have a storyline behind the actual multiplayer and having a new level and new missions to play every week is a great thing. For free,
Look, I have
it's
something
not
to
a
say
COD
about Halo
Elite
4.
bullshit thing. It's definitely a good change, and definitely going to be a great change of pace.
Yeah.
Nice, Mike.
Yeah, that's like Halo 4.
What,
The Spartan Ops thing is actually kind of pulling me back into Halo because I haven't cared about that game for a while now, like a long time.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't like taken any interest in Halo since like what 3-4 years ago with like Halo 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me.
Like, and then they like pulled out like ODST and Reach and shit, and I didn't really pay any attention to it because it wasn't the same as the original Halo series.
No,
but
I noticed that after
Halo
Halo 2.
Yeah,
because Halo 2 felt really different from the original, but it wasn't really that bad. But it just didn't have that feeling of I don't know. I don't know what Halo brought such a weird feeling to everyone in the FPS genre because it was so different and so intense that Halo 2 and Halo 3 really didn't capture that feeling.
Yeah, well, the thing about Halo is that Halo 1, the campaign was insane, and then Halo 2 was more about the multiplayer. You know, the multiplayer in Halo 2 was the best thing. And Halo 3 didn't really meet like either of the expectations, but I kind of got high hopes for Halo 4.
Yeah, so do
I think I watched a lot of MLG videos they had when they had the little mini competition between MLG players for Halo 4, and the multiplayer looks really sick.
The multiplayer looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be really good and going to hold our attentions for a long time.
There had been some talk about people being upset about certain things like being able to see through the walls and like care package drops and stuff, and watching the gameplay, it's not that bad. Like being able to see through the walls, it's like on a cooldown basically. Like you can only use it for a short time, and then once you use it, you can't use it for a while. And then the care packages
shoot while using it.
Exactly. And then the care packagey stuff, like it drops like whatever it is that you call in. It's not like one thing that you call in and then it's super OP. It's like different little things that drop into the map for you.
Yeah, and they're different for each level. You don't pick
exactly.
them. Each level has their own type of
that, and you actually have to be good. So it's not just like anybody can get them. Like you have to get kills, and then it's basically the same thing as picking up rockets from the floor. Like you have to be getting kills because you have to get those people away from that area to be able to pick it up in the first place.
Yeah, anyone from either team can grab your kill streak, so it brings more of a competitive edge to it.
I liked it. It looked cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Other than that, the other game that I'm looking forward to is got to be Black Ops 2. How are you guys feeling about that? Looking forward to it?
That's a kind of a touchy subject.
The conference
because
wasn't that great.
The conference was kind of dull. I didn't watch any of it, but I was reading fucking millions of articles on it, and like even that's got the see-through wall shit on it, you know. And
yeah, but that's just the campaign. We don't know what the multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't know about the multiplayer, but I'm kind of interested for it really because I haven't really enjoyed a Call of Duty game since Call of Duty 2. And other than that, Black Ops was okay. You know.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Black Ops.
Call of Duty 4 when Pro Mod came in, that was pretty awesome. But ever since then, Modern Warfare 2, 3, and World at War, it was all kind of disappointing for me. But Black Ops 2, I think it'd be pretty good to be honest.
I'm just glad they're finally not going back in time with what is it, Treyarch that's doing this one?
Yeah.
I'm just finally glad they're not going back to World War II, Vietnam. Like they're finally decided to move forward. That's kind of a good sign for me, I think.
I think the fact that they're trying to do new things with the campaign tells that they're trying to put like something fresh in this Call of Duty series because that's what it's been lacking.
Something I heard up on not too long ago about the actual multiplayer is that it's based on a point system. So when you the creator class, sorry. So when you're creating a character, depending on what you're picking, every weapon, every perk, everything is has a certain amount of points on it. So a specific gun might have 3 points. So the more points you use up towards your 10, like it's only like a few certain things. So if you use all your stuff on your one gun, then you might not have perks or you might not have grenades. And like it's more of a creator class. Like it's more like I pick and choose. And it's more of your own thing rather than like the same setup over and over again.
Yeah, they said that you can even go in with no weapons. You can just go in with knives or just a secondary or just no secondary and a primary and 4 perks or something like that. It really looks like they're trying to refresh the series, and it's really what it needs. I mean,
the thing about stuff like that is, although it produces like a lot more options, that's going to make it very interesting for competitive play.
Yeah.
Because people are going to find the setups, the number of perks, the attachments, the guns, what works best, and I'm
sure it's going to be somewhere.
It's going to be so much more varied on a competitive level.
It is, because when you start creating like the
teams.
skill tree that they use for things, like, in StarCraft they have a skill tree like this leads to this, can be countered by this, so on and so forth. That's going to make competitive really interesting to see how they counterbalance everything.
I'm sure it's going to be somewhere in the middle though, and for competitive at least. Like
it'll have
they
might even take that out altogether, like not allow that. Like it must be like the original custom class and competitive.
If there's, is there going to be an option for like normal custom class games?
I think it is an option to have like a primary, secondary, and then 3 perks.
Oh, I forget that. But is there like a game mode where it's like only dead style?
There's no information about that yet. They're being really quiet about multiplayer right now.
Treyarch always has like basic like game types. So like when you go to search, there's always like the new stuff, and then they always have like one area where it's like retro, like how they had 357 kill streaks.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll have a playlist where it's like basic, primary, secondary, knife attachments, stuff like that, and then perks. As Navi is talking to me.
But it'll be interesting to see how it works out. And for like competitive Black Ops 2, I hope that they make it balanced enough with this whole point system so that we don't have to go back to a COD 4 Pro mod style where it's all like specific setups that you can use, and disabling perks and shit like that.
Yeah.
But, as long as they do it nice and balanced and they actually get it right, then it should be pretty good.
What's your guys' opinion on Gao-Jay's Overrun?
Overrun. Overrun is
we haven't
spicy.
talked about Judgment yet.
Yeah, right. How are you guys feeling about Overrun? That's a very good question.
I'm feeling good about Overrun. I'm thinking it's going to be tons of fun, and it might take up a lot of my time.
Overrun looks
regular multiplayer.
Overrun looks cool, but I don't know. I'm one of those guys that I like to stay in the norm, stay in the regular multiplayer most of the time. Like I've maybe only played Horde for 30 minutes, and I've never played ever again. I've played Beast for maybe 5, and I never played after that. Like Overrun looks cool. Like it's like, oh yeah, we get to play as the regular COG, and then they get to play as the Horde, and we get to fight each other, and it's not bots. Like it's cool, but for me personally, I think it's gonna be one of those one-off things where like I play it once and I was like, oh, that was a cool, fun experience. But I'm never gonna play this by myself. Like maybe I'll play it with a couple friends here and there, but
yeah.
I don't see
Gears of War
myself playing
now
it
is
five times.
you don't play by yourself. I mean, playing by yourself is just so frustrating.
Yeah,
I think Overrun will be a good party game. I think that's what it's mainly going to be.
No, if Overrun is,
I don't see myself playing it too much.
If it's done correctly, because it looks like what Beast Mode was intended to be, but wasn't, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like they had different plans for Beast Mode, and they changed it because they realized this doesn't work, and they had to take longer to actually make it work. Now, if they can put cap limits on things, so you don't have like 5 idiots who like all want to run around with a sniper, I'd rather if they put caps on that, then I think it could be.
No,
cool.
there's caps.
Yeah.
There's caps.
I think it's only one character per person, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
only
sure
one
it's going
class?
to be a 4-player game mode, isn't it? So like one for each class or something.
Yeah.
one for each class.
That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, because
It'd be ridiculous to have 2 snipers and like 2 soldiers or something crazy
probably
like that.
load. You probably load in and then like lock your choice of what you want to be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, see, I'm done with that
That's,
because I remember playing like Unreal Tournament 2K4, I think it was, where there was like an attack and defend game mode that was actually pretty cool. You would take turns.
Yeah, you mean that onslaught?
Yeah.
Oh, attack and defend. You mean fucking assault?
Yes, assault.
Yeah, assault was awesome.
Yeah. That's another thing that's great about Gao-Jay is that it's going to be on Unreal's dedicated servers, and their servers are legendary.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that
Yeah, I can't wait.
or experience that. I don't know. Whatever you want.
The thing about going back to Overrun though, there is actually a massive Beast and Horde community in Gears of War. Not on the YouTube community, but on the forums. It's a really big
Oh yeah, there's definitely
Horde community. But there's not a fucker alive that loaded up Gal 3 on release day and didn't think Horde, Beast Mode, I wish they could combine the two. I mean, I'm not sure how the class system's going to work. I hope it works well. It looks like it can work well, especially with all the changes to the control scheme and stuff. But I'm hoping that it will be a good thing to do with like a bunch of friends now and again.
Yeah, and it's really surprising how many people are pissed off about the control settings.
Well, I got banned from the forums for raging about it.
You don't like the control scheme?
They're
turning the control scheme into Call of Duty, and that pisses
Okay,
me
they're
off.
turning it more streamlined. They're streamlining the control so it's...
Think about it this way. How many times have you gone to get your shotgun out and you took out a smoke or a pistol because your fucking controller's a piece of shit? Think about it. That'll never happen again.
I have a scuff controller. My controller's fine.
Yeah, I have a scuff controller too, but that doesn't change the D-pad.
It's true. It's true. It happens, but it's just one of those things that gave Gao its edge. You know, it was the whole D-pad to change your weapon thing, and it didn't. I liked it. It's a Gao thing, you know.
It's a Gao thing because it was the first game, and then we're just like, hey, let's just do this, and
yeah,
they really weren't even thinking about it,
and it was cool. I think it was a nice addition to the Gao franchise. I know as soon as they came up with the cover system and the weapon system, I was like, right, this is new. This isn't another Call of Duty. It's not another Halo. And that's what got me hooked on Gao in the first place.
Yeah, see, I don't like the whole press and Y to switch weapons, though. I don't like it because you don't just press left for a shotgun, right for a Lancer. Now you have to cycle through things to get maybe to the second weapon choice, and I don't think that's smart.
No. It's you tap Y to switch between your Lancer or whatever primary you have to your shotgun.
Oh, that's right.
And then
nades
you
are on
hold
the...
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you hold
nades
it
are on your
pistol.
Nades are on left nades are on left bumper, and then you hold Y to switch to your pistol.
All right, here's an interesting one then. How do you swing grenades then?
You hold it down. You hold left bumper down to get the arc. Yeah, they said
so
that.
So you have to hold down LB to aim your.
Yeah, and then you just release and it throws.
and then you tap it to quick throw it.
So how do you cancel it then? Like you can cancel now without throwing.
You can probably weapon cancel the same way, to be honest. If you hold it down, press Y.
Yeah.
But I can get what they're going with it, and I read some tweets from Rod like saying it's going to be better for the fast-paced gameplay, and I love fast-paced gameplay.
You like fast gaze? Me too.
I love fast gaze, but I love fast-paced gameplay. So hopefully it pays off, but I am kind of on edge about it.
Yeah,
I think it'll be fine, and I'm pretty sure if they're smart, they'll do like a classic control setup. I
think they've said that that's not going to be happening.
Oh,
but to be fair, it's not them developing it. It's these people can fly guys. But
yeah,
as long as they can polish the game, like it seems like Gao 1 was completely unpolished, full of glitches. Gao 2 had a lot of server issues, but it wasn't particularly glitchy. But there were still inconsistencies. And Gao 3 was better on servers, but still inconsistent. I really hope with Judgment they polish it off better.
You mean Gao 2 server issues by lack of servers? That like they did.
Well, yeah, I mean, Gao 2 sponging. I mean, sponging, not servers.
Well,
but,
the big thing about Gao 2 and Gao 3 was the what's it called? The lag compensation with people. That's really what makes people like sponge bullets, where you'll get a one shot on 3 guys in a row, and then the next guy last guy sponges 2 point blanks and kills you. That's all about lag compensation and the quality of the servers, and that's why I think it'll be a lot better on the Unreal servers.
Yeah, the two things I think that are going to make or break the game is going to be, well, the servers, like we're talking about, and the maps.
And the gameplay.
I think the maps can totally dictate if the game fails or not, too, because...
Well, if you say maps, then you just might as well make that broader and call it the gameplay, because what everybody's hoping for is, one, a more fast-paced Gears of War, which goes in between character movement, weapon damage, and... stopping power, which we know doesn't exist, stuff like that, and then the map layouts. Obviously, if we have more maps like Overpass, the gameplay is going to be the slowest thing possible. But if we have maps like Checkout and whatever other fast-paced maps you want to talk about, then the game's going to be fun to play.
I'm just talking about even incorporation of Overrun, though, because a map that works good in a game type like Overrun, if you've played Assault from like Unreal 2K4, is not going to play well for like an execution.
I think Overrun will have dedicated maps simply from the fact that they're going to need like special places to have what they called.
The scout to climb up on and stuff like that.
The ledges for scouts to climb up to. You know, you're not going to be able to have those in actual multiplayer.
My theory on that is probably going to be something like how COD has it, where it's like it looks like the same map, but there's certain areas that are added on.
Yeah, like they toyed with that idea on Gal 3, actually, haven't they? Like, if you play Raven Down on like a game mode like Guardian, there's extra rooms, but in TDM they shut them off to kind of reduce camping and stuff like that. Yeah. But the thing with Gears of War is they seem to do really well occasionally on maps, but it only seems like 5% of the maps are actually good, solid maps.
Yeah.
Like, I remember back on Unreal Tournament, like the original Unreal Tournament, every map you played was pretty much asymmetrical. You know, there was no symmetry to it, but they played really well. And that's hard to achieve. But somehow, the only way they seem to be competent with maps is to make them symmetrical. Like, you know, stuff, old days like War Machine, the old War Machine, and Fuel Depot. And like nowadays we've got stuff like Checkout and Raven Down. That's even a good map. But one of the things they fucked up with is that they keep putting too many nades on the maps. I think that nades have are overly potent or something, because there's just so many nade pickups.
Well,
it's just ridiculous.
And with the aspect of being able to plant nades, I mean, that just induces camp.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's stupid. Like, but one of the good changes they made, they have been like willing to swap weapons out.
Yeah.
You know, like
right, yeah.
Like originally there was a Hammer of Dawn on Overrun, then they changed it to Boom Shot. You know, stuff like that.
Overpass.
Overpass. Sorry, what am I on about?
Yeah, it's also good knowing that we have developers that are actually going to listen to the community. Smart things like the community says, because if you look at like Infinity Ward, where all these people complain about glitches and stuff and nothing gets fixed, it's good to know that we have people that are actually going to be paying attention to that kind of thing.
The one thing
are we done talking about Gears yet?
Can I say one last thing about Gears?
Yeah, because I want Cinder to say what he has to say about E3, and then after that we're gonna do our little outro thing.
All right. Well,
because we're getting up there.
I like how we were trying to do this for 10 minutes.
Definitely not.
But the one thing I'm hoping for Judgment is not just like an open beta for everybody. I'm hoping that they actually have like a closed beta where they bring in like competitive MLG players. Like it wouldn't cost them a ton of money to fly in some MLG guys.
Well, they kind of did that for Gears 3, but they didn't do it to the size and appeal that we wish for now. So, for example, I think they invited over Arctic and his team, Amazing, over, but that's one team. That's what four pairs of eyes. That like, okay, that's cool and all, but how much input can they only four people can give? Like, you can think about all these people from like Hypefest Station and stuff like that could have gone, like Cream and a bunch of other people, Fatal Strike. They could have given a lot more opinions on Gears of War 3 to help out a lot more.
That's what I'm talking about.
I guess Epic didn't do that.
Yeah, like a week-long like mini tournament almost, where they bring guys in there, let them play the game for a little while, get acclimated, and then let them play competitively against each other, and tell them what they like and don't like about the weapons, the maps, whatever. I mean, I just think
that sounds a little bit. That's cool, but that sounds a little bit more expensive than what Epic might want to do. I can maybe understand, like, hey, do you guys want to fly over for 5 hours so that you can like check out the game for a little bit and like tell me what you think, instead of a whole weekend of like a bunch of guys playing the game. Like it's too much of a setup. Like they could just
but that's short-sighted though, because I mean, if you think about it in short terms, yes, it's expensive. If you think about it in long terms, where they're really trying to get in the door with MLG, they could maybe get that done, and that would be more money.
one thing they've really got to aim for is some success on getting onto the pro circuit again, because ever since GAL was dropped, the number of people who watch like competitive gameplays of GAL has just dropped like so dramatically.
Yeah.
So I hope they do invite more pro teams and just hardcore players of the game to go in, test it out, find the flaws with it competitively, and even get the people whoever the guys are who decide what goes on the pro circuit, just get them down there, get their input, and then make sure you include these changes into the game, because getting it into the pro circuit is a big way to reach a new audience.
Yeah.
There's one guy that decides whether a game goes into the pro circuit or not. His name is Benjamin. Last name is Franklin.
God, you're an idiot.
It's true. It's true. I swear to God, it's true.
The thing about multiplayer games like this is the pro circuit and MLG, because I remember being 12 years old watching Walshy and his team, Final Boss, kick ass in Halo 2 and stuff like that. And, dropping GAL was a huge thing for that game, because there's a lot of following for competitive gameplay and competitive players. And it's like its own sports. I mean, it's just the exact same thing. And if people like Bungie and Epic and people can fly can't get that, then that's a big chunk of the community that they're missing.
Do you guys think Epic purposely didn't want to put Gears of War 3 on MLG because they were working on Judgment?
I would never believe that anyone would pass up the opportunity to reach that big an audience.
No.
But what I do think, however, is if they got it on, they'd be happy to, but they didn't want to go back to the basics and back to the drawing board on the games and, working so much on polishing the game when they had Judgment being worked on in the back. I think to dedicate the resources to Judgment.
You also have to remember that Gears of War 3 wasn't that great for, they were working on it for a very long time, and it wasn't ready for MLG. Like a lot of the developers said it themselves, and they've been fixing it to this point. It's not a perfect game yet, so that's why I'm thinking, what if Epic was like, this game isn't perfect enough for MLG? We're not going to put it up there because it's not finished for it. It's not viewer friendly. It's not spectator friendly. So they're like, okay, then let's just wait for Judgment. Why are we going to put up a game for 3 months on the
Having said that, though, they did kind of introduce the spectating spectation update, and they've got the ghost cam, so it would have been okay for spectating, to be fair. Yeah, but it's not a polished enough game to be balanced for competitive play.
Well, exactly. What I'm talking about is that, first of all, the competitive community never set up a specific map set, what's it called? Rotation.
Yeah.
And the power weapons, the weapon placements, they hadn't specifically chosen what they wanted to do with the maps and the weapon placements for each maps. So that's why between Epic not being happy with it and the community not being happy with it, it never went to MLG. That's why nothing was ready for Gears of War 3. But enough about that.
Yeah, hopefully people can do a better job with that then. Because I don't know about you guys, but the only live streams of competitive games that I watch are League of Legends and Gears of War. So I'll definitely be happy to see it make the pro circuit if it can.
Yeah, I'd be ecstatic. I mean, it could do so much for the community and for the game. I mean,
it'd revitalize it. It really would.
It would,
because it's kind of dead right now. It really is dying.
The problem with that is that they tailored it to casual gamers, but casual gamers have more polished games to go to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, I'm glad he finally admitted, though, that he made mistakes okay, the sawed-off was a mistake, it's too casual. I'm glad he actually came out and said it finally.
Yeah.
But, all right, anyway, I guess moving on to the other things that I saw from E3, the things I'm looking forward to. I'm not going to get too deep into these. They're just things that I liked that I saw. Obviously, Watch Dogs, I think, looks amazing. I like the whole Grand Theft Auto / Matrix, kind of world to play in. I think that's a really cool idea, even though it's a next-gen console kind of game. Star Wars.
What I want to see. Hold on. Wait. What? Let's talk about Watch Dogs really quick, really fast. What I want to see is what type of organization that character is working for, because if he can let a car accident happen in the middle of whatever it was, New York City, and have that many casualties, I want to see what it is that they're trying to stop or prevent or make happen, because you have to have a pretty good reason to do everything that guy was doing in that trailer, in that gameplay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm interested, and we'll find out more, I'm sure, because it's not going to come out till next year at the earliest, I'm sure. So, but I'm excited for it. It looks cool. It looks amazing. Visually, it just looks great. Star Wars 1313, I think, looks really cool, because I love Star Wars games. I mean, The Force Unleashed 2 was the biggest disappointment, whereas I really liked The Force Unleashed. I thought it was a really fun, interesting take on a game. But I'm kind of looking forward to 1313. I think it looks great. Okay, that Microsoft tablet Surface thing or whatever.
Smart Glass?
Yeah, Smart Glass.
Yeah.
I like how they've implemented it into a couple of games. I just hope they don't get retarded with it like they have with the Kinect. Because, I saw them with Madden, where you can be playing Madden and you could just change a play, on the fly, and you could just draw your finger on there and it would change it. I mean, that's a cool idea. But anyway, Dishonored, I think, looks amazing. That game.
We didn't even talk about Dishonored.
Dishonored.
Yeah, that game looks fantastic.
Yeah, that game looks
great.
fun.
Yeah.
I love the steampunk look of that game.
Yeah,
the art design is incredible.
Yeah, it is. Visually, it looks cool, and I kind of like the story. I mean, future post-apocalyptic world.
Apocalyptic.
I know. Assassin's Creed 3, maybe it'll be the game that I thought Assassin's Creed Revelations should have been, because that Revelations was horrible in my opinion. It was kind of
I really just played that game to get the story out of it. I didn't enjoy the gameplay much.
I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan. I haven't played all the games, and I don't own them or anything. I've played a few and they were okay. I hope people don't hate me, but like Assassin's Creed 3 actually looked really, really. I'm sorry, but it looked really good. Like away from like people that love the series and love the gameplay, like I consider myself like not a super biased person on it, but like it looked good, like genuinely good, like the graphics, the gameplay, the mechanics, everything.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they changed up like the location of the story and everything. They finally got away from Ezio. Like it was time. But
yeah, they spent too much time expanding Ezio's story, I think.
Yeah, he was on there way too long. When Altair was the better character anyway, hands down.
Yeah, and he only got one game.
And Halo 4 Spartan Ops, already covered that. Really looking forward to that. Think it's awesome. Crysis 3, I'm probably going to be disappointed in because just like Crysis 2, I bought it, played the campaign, took that shit back. Even though it looks...
Hopefully the multiplayer is better.
And it looks great, but I just think it's going to fail, even though it looks amazing. Black Ops 2 looks cool. I'm kind of looking forward to a Call of Duty game for once. The one thing I thought was really cool, and it was kind of just a microscopic news thing. It was more like a behind-the-scenes kind of thing. The guy that made Doom made like these crappy homemade virtual reality goggles to play like the old Doom games with.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
And it was
like
really cool.
Together.
Yes, it was like duct taped together, but it was just, I mean, everybody was talking about, wow, this is actually useful and it works and it's good. And I don't know, if shit like that gets me excited because, I mean, really, we've been talking about virtual reality games for like, I don't know, a decade. It's like, it's finally time somebody comes along and actually does something with it, I think. But anyway, that's kind of my take on E3.
Sinner, you got anything to add?
That was Sinner.
Oh, I mean Edge. Wow. The UK guy.
that
Worst
UK guy.
Ever.
Yeah, you're kicked out, Bunny.
Hey, you gonna add something, or are we done?
We've covered the only games I'm interested in. I'm not big on single player, so for the most part, I won't be interested in any of them.
All right, channel updates.
All right,
my channel's awesome. I don't know about these guys.
What have you been doing on your channel?
Yeah, this week. What's going on this week?
What's going on with you on your channel?
Oh, is this just me? Oh, okay.
For now, yes.
All right. My channel. I am posting daily. I've got lots of DayZ, lots of Gears of War. I've started a series of Edge rants where I rant at shit, which is awesome. I've started a series where I'm doing gameplays with one weapon only. So I've done pistols only, and I've done sawn off only, which was hilarious. And I've also started a Zelda Adventure Craft Minecraft thingy, which is kind of cool too. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, Slim.
Oh, me? No. Okay, you go. Or I go.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll go. Right now, I'm doing a lot of Skyrim Dawnguard this week. I've actually got, I think, 5 up right now, and I have some more to do actually after this. And my Let's Play channel, I'm also doing the Vampire questline and the Dawnguard questline. So it's really the big thing I'm doing this week is all about Skyrim and Dawnguard DLC.
Sweet. Anything else? Is that it?
That's pretty much it.
Sinner?
I've got my normal Gal 3 content going on with comms and whatever that I put up. And I'm looking, actually, maybe... I've got my Let's Play going as well for Ghost Recon Future Soldier. That's actually a pretty entertaining game. I need to get online and actually play that because it's pretty cool.
The multiplayer is actually really good.
Is it? Yeah, I haven't had a chance to mess with it yet, but I really want to. I just want to get through this campaign first.
There's some issues with getting like decent hosts in that game. Because it seems like you'll literally put like 2 clips, like you'll stand right behind somebody, shoot them in the back, reload, shoot him in the back, reload, and he won't die, and then all of a sudden you're dead.
Wow, it sounds amazing. I can't wait to do that.
It's not always like if you're playing, it'll happen maybe once every like 15, 20 games.
All right, well, maybe that'll go into a new series I'm thinking about starting up. Is my appreciation for Gears 3 series, since I've been hating that game so much. I'm thinking about actually going back and putting in like Gao 2, which is going to be absolutely brutal.
You can't appreciate that game, though.
But that's the thing. I want it to make me appreciate Gears 3, so I want to go and play games that are like going to show me what bad games really are. You know what I mean?
Go play Brink.
Oh,
yeah, you can go play Brink.
Go play Brink and Homefront, and you'll never complain about Gears of War 3 ever again.
The terrible thing is I actually enjoyed Brink. I had so much fun in that game. It was me and.
All right, Bunny, you're out. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, my channel.
So next week it's going to be Brett and Sinner, Edge and Sinner, and Slim's out because he's gay and doesn't like Assassin's Creed, and Bunny's just a Riri.
Oh my God, come on. Anyways, on my channel, I'm about to finish up this Modern Warfare 3 series where I was trying out the new face-off maps, which were terrible. So it was basically me winning and raging at the same time. So that's great. Also, Gears of War 3 content right now. I'm working on my Road to Wings series, which happened so long ago, but there were so many episodes that I had to edit them out and still post them because I have my shitty 0.4 upload internet. And I also just started a Let's Play for Dead Space 1, which is going pretty good. It has a scared cam, so you can see me getting my shit scared out of me.
That's cool.
And then actually today, I think I'm starting my Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Let's Play on the Wii.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yup, so you guys can look forward to that. And I hope people actually enjoy that because that's one of my all-time favorite games. And yeah, hopefully people will enjoy that.
Awesome. Oh, and also we have to mention that we also have 2 other members that will be joining us sometimes. We have Control Eskimo and Paradise. They will be coming in and out if we need to switch out people, if one of us can't make it, or if we just want to bring one of them in. So we're not the only people here.
And hopefully we'll get other guests in too now and again.
As well, yeah, we want to be able to get some guests in.
See, it would be fun if some of you guys could use your connections, because you 3 are my famous friends. But see, you guys know Yami Mash and
I could probably get Aaron to come in for an episode or something at some point. Stuff like that. We can get.
I'd have to speak to Brennan's agent to see if I could get Gold Gloves on to the podcast.
We could get we could get people like Vern and shit. We can get.
Yeah, Vern will totally be down to do this.
I mean, once we get our little mojo and flow down together, it'd be cool to bring other people in with bigger channels,
Once Bunny can actually introduce us all.
Hey, I didn't get any practice before I started, so you need to shut up. All right?
Yeah, you did. You said it 5 times.
You said 6 times.
Yeah, and I messed it up 6 times. I didn't get my flow.
Then don't say you didn't practice.
I'm gonna do it.
Next week he's including outtakes.
Next week I'm doing this, and I'm gonna fucking rock you.
So that means next week's gonna be an hour and a half video. Then Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! All right, guys. As a good a time we're all having, we really need to wrap things up.
All right, guys.
Hold on, last thing. What TV shows, albums, shit like that have you guys been watching lately?
We could save this for another thing. That's kind of in depth, dude.
Yeah. We'll say that for next week.
Movies and that next week. Holy fucking shit!
All you have to say is one thing.
All right, for TV shows, I just finished up Game of Thrones and Legend of Korra.
All right, Edge, go.
For TV, I don't watch TV, but I occasionally watch anime.
That's great. Thanks for sharing.
I haven't been watching much for TV lately because it kind of sucks in the summer, but I'm looking forward to Sons of Anarchy coming out in the fall.
All right. I just finished watching Chasing Amy on Netflix. It's a good movie.
Great movie. Check it out. All right, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode. What the hell is our name? I totally forgot. Trolling Intended. There we go. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of Trolling Intended, and hope you enjoyed. Make sure you find all our channels. They will be linked in the description and the annotation. You click on our channel, subscribe, watch our videos, support us in the YouTube world. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Peace out, guys.
I am Cornholio.
Bunny's a bad host.
I didn't record anything.
Buddy, you suck. All right, see you guys.
Bunny's a bad host.
See you guys. Love you.